Quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Got it. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
Washington's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it. It fell from the sky into air and ice.
Finishing off week 5 on YouTube, the Iowa Hawkeyes travel west to play the Washington Huskies. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Cole Mantell, and joining me once again is Greg Cooksey. Greg, the first matchup we called between Ohio State and A&M, they had a bunch of scoring there. Do you think we have more or less scoring here in this one?
I'm going to say that we have just a little bit less, but I have a feeling one, if not both of these offenses are going to pop here tonight. This should be a fun ball game to watch.
Interesting. I would have thought you said more. Washington does come in with a lot of passing yards, but 1-3, just like Iowa, as they will get the ball first.
See Tevin Tyree, the junior for Iowa, looking to make a big impact here this evening.
Iowa with their standard away black, white, and yellows. Washington gold helmets and purple uniforms are going to start out with Cash. We'll get 7 to start us off tonight.
Again, here's kind of a nice little start, picking up some yards for Iowa. Nice way to get going.
Be 2nd and 3 now. Iowa going to drop back. CC Range, the freshman, going to go over the middle. He'll get a first down to Warner, and it'll be 11.
Yeah, Iowa having a lot of success with that intermediate passing game here this evening. It's something that they need to stick with.
At the 43, Range to go again over the middle. They like that early, but it's going to be a fumble on the play. Washington recovers. J.J. Smoke getting Washington in the ball early.
That's something to have a drive going and rolling like that and then have a big turnover ruin it for you. Washington's going to get the ball with some pretty decent field position.
I'm not sure if they're going to credit the forced fumble, either Chambers or Martell, but J.J. Smoke comes up with it. Tonio McDaniel to the field for his first drive of the evening. McDaniel has some time, going to throw it deep, his first throw, a little bit out of bounds, 2nd and 10.
Tonio McDaniel just a little bit anxious to make a play there. He needs to settle down and make better reads.
Iowa's going to have to bring some pressure here as well. after the turnover. McDaniel's going to have some time to go to the right side, and he throws an interception on his second pass, first completion, if you want to call it that. A big play for Iowa.
We saw a turnover and one drive. Now we're going to see another turnover as Iowa answers back.
Tymaris Green, the senior, he'll get his first interception of the season. And Iowa's going to be basically right where they left off. And one in the backfield to start us off. Range to go over the middle. Again, he did that his first drive with some success as McAllister will get the first down.
But he's going to have to be careful throwing balls over the middle like that. Those are always dangerous throws.
It was spotted at the 40. Washington now maybe needing to lock it up a little bit here. 8 minutes now on the clock as well. So in that first minute of game time, 2 turnovers. They'll run it. Martell stops after a 1-yard gain from Tyree.
Yeah, Washington not fooled. They knew that there was going to be a run, and they shut that down really quickly.
Martell also involved earlier with possibly the forced fumble. We'll see at the end of the game, but the stat guys who got credit there. But 2nd and 9. Range going to have some time to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. However, some good coverage. Again, Norman Martell, really good first quarter here.
Yes, he is, and that was a ball that could have been picked off.
He might have had a chance at that, but 3rd and 9 anyhow. Range has no one in the backfield now. He is telegraphing the pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Some more coverage. Norman Martell, the 3rd play in a row.
Martell is out there really hitting receivers. That's going to wear Iowa's receivers down if he keeps up with that.
So in the first 90 seconds of game time here, Iowa throws a catch that became a fumble. Tonio throws an interception, Tony McDaniel, and then, well, it won't be a 3 and out. I think they got 2 first downs there. So 90 seconds, 3 drives, no points, and Washington will jump back on the field here. Tonio McDaniel. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there, but Tonio McDaniel's going to have some time, and he's going to throw another interception. 3rd turnover in 97 seconds.
Well, I mean, it just looks like Tonio McDaniel is just way too anxious to make plays and way too anxious to make throws. I mean, that was a play that he probably could have made with his feet and picked up a lot of yardage, and instead he makes an unwise throw, and he can very well pay for it right here.
Dejon Richardson with the interception. Now, first down, again, Iowa back where they basically left off last drive thanks to that turnover. McAllister's going to get 4 here.
Well, that's a smart play there by McAllister.
Good stop. And 16, if we can get that number up, make sure you get in your locker room and get everybody in here. We'll get a chat out in a little bit. 2nd and 6, Iowa, another chance here to score. As Range go to the right side, he's got a man open. Garrett Warner gets 13 here.
A nice find there. Garrett Warner wide open. Ends up making a nice catch.
1st and 10, we'll call it the 19, so a red zone opportunity, the first of the night for either team. 3 turnovers in 97 seconds, and Iowa's going to come out with it here. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Yeah, nice little play action read right there on the part of Iowa. Gets Maddox Cash in the end zone.
Cash taking advantage here, able to get around the coverage, and obviously 7-0 after the PAT in a minute. Iowa with 2 turnovers in this first quarter, and it's really helped them.
Well, yes, it has, and it gave them the excellent field position. And when you get excellent field position like that, it shouldn't take much to get a score.
As the ping is out in the Discord, so we'll have score updates on Twitch as well with the special guest broadcaster. 14-0, 1:45 left in that first quarter. Boise on top over Oklahoma, as this return is going to go out to about the 20.
Washington might want to try running the football here a little bit more this drive, because Tonio McDaniel, again, he's just been wild, and he's been off with his throws, and they've cost him. Even more so the last time he threw an interception.
Already 11 interceptions this season for McDaniel. Trying to calm down a little bit, and Neely throws his 3rd of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Chad Cunnington was right there, had his hands up. That very well could have been a pick six.
Down 7-0. McDaniel, it looks like he's going to pass again here. Washington certainly likes to do that a lot with the record they set last season. The screen pass this time to Brown, that's going to lose 2.
Yeah, I think that, again, a little bit predictable here, Cole. McDaniel's having troubles throwing downfield. You think that for sure he'd try something short right there.
Bring up 3rd and 12 now. Washington looking for their first positive yardage play of the night. They don't have it yet. McDaniel's going to have some time. He's going to throw it deep, and again, nearly another interception thrown. That's at least the 5th near interception or interception. 1 of 6 on the night. McDaniel not having a good start.
No, he's not throwing into triple coverage right there. Again, not a good read. They're going to have to talk to him on the sideline.
As the punt is away, they'll stop the returner about midfield. Tyree's getting it for 8 officially.
Well, see what happens here. Again, really good field position for Iowa. See if they're able to come up with a score.
With about 3 minutes of game time gone so far, Iowa up 7-0. And they're going to fake the handoff. Range with some time. He'll go to the left side, and it'll be a gain of 5 on the play to Perkins.
And I kind of like Iowa's strategy, just picking up little chunks of yards as they go along.
They certainly seem to be a bit in control here. As on 2nd and 5, Range is going to have a quick throw wildly in the area, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, let's see if Washington brings some heat here. This will be a great time for a stop. Game's still at hand.
Range going to drop back, a deep throw, and an acrobatic catch. McAllister, he's been a huge factor this first quarter.
Yeah, that 20-yard reception there. Asher McAllister just out there all on his own, really, and he makes just a great catch to keep this drive going.
Yeah, already over 100 yards for Range as well. He has been efficient. Obviously, the wide receiver he had with the fumble early on, but still inside the 25 now. Bring up 1st and 10. Another fake handoff and a sack. A big play for Washington. As Senator is going to come up and make the play.
Yeah. Cameron Senator just doing a great job pulling past that offensive line of Iowa. It doesn't even look like they noticed him there, and he comes in and makes the sack.
Yeah, you saw Norris almost get in there as well, but a big start here for Iowa, and they get a sack on this one. Now, almost out of field goal range, they're going to have to make a play. Range going to go to the left side, and they'll get right back in field goal range. McAllister, again, a big play over the middle for 11.
Yeah, he's been really reliable for CC Range. I think he's going to have to keep looking for him. He's going to have to keep making plays here this evening if Iowa wants to build on this lead.
Now about 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Range again with some time over the middle again, and it works. Dawson Daniels makes this a 13-0 ball game.
Yeah, I mean, CC Range has just got ice water in his veins here this evening. Nothing much has phased him. He's making great reads, and again, he gets Iowa into the end zone.
PAT is good, so 14-0 the score. 4:59 left in this first quarter. Iowa with the early momentum.
And that's something that they can continue to build on.
Yeah, those turnovers, especially for Iowa, being the difference maker early. Tony McDaniel's going to be back on the field here as Rodriguez gets a 23-yard return. They're going to have to figure out how to get it back downfield.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they need to run the ball here, Cole. I mean, again, Tony McDaniel has just been wild, and it's really cost this Washington team here this evening.
As a quick throw from Antonio, another screen here to the left side. It's going to be the first positive yardage tonight to Nasir Cooper.
You take what you get. It's only a couple of yards, but, you know, you're having trouble getting your offense going. It's something positive that you can build off of.
2nd and 8. And again, another quick throw here from Washington, trying to speed it up a little bit. Kenzie Orr is going to get 3. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to run the ball, if you're not confident in your running game, then you got to figure out little ways to pick up yards, and Washington's found a way to do that this drive.
Well, Washington certainly has not ran it much this season, and they continue to pass it here. As this is going to be a sack. McDaniel going down, 4th and 11. Dante Bonilla ends this drive.
Yeah, Bonilla just powers his way through that offensive line of Washington. Not a good matchup. And you give up a sack here. Ray, as soon as you're starting to get some things figured out, that's deflating.
Well, certainly Iowa has made some big stops here in the first quarter. And they will continue maybe to even make this a 21-0 game if they can score. Look at it. Look at his field position as well. 45-yard line of Washington territory to start.
Devin Tyree doing a great job on that punt return, big punt return. And good chance we could be up here 21-0 before the first quarter is even over.
As they're going to give it to Tyree to start. Chambers with the tackle after a gain of 1.
This drive is so huge here for Washington's offense. They have to figure out how to get off without at least giving up minimal points.
Yeah, definitely crucial. As Range going to go over the middle. Another first down. Tyree with the reception this time.
Yeah, Tyree working his way around Washington's defense and making impact plays.
As we'll get a score update on Twitch. 14-0 the score still at the start of that second quarter. To the left side now. That's going to be another first down for Iowa. They cannot be stopped in the passing game right now.
No, and again, look who it is. Asher McAllister. Him and Tevin Tyree have been the big playmakers this evening.
We'll go to the right side as Tyree's going to get 5.
It's just smooth goings right now for Iowa's offense.
And on this 2nd and 5, they will hand it off to Tyree. It'll be another gain of 3. 3rd and 2 here in the red zone for Iowa.
So got to figure out how you can limit this to a field goal. It's not going to be easy.
3rd and 2. Handoff again up the middle, but this time it will be stopped. Perkins not going to get anything here.
And a nice job by Amin Johnson making sure that he can make that play. And you saved yourself going down 21.
Certainly good for Washington, or good news at least. 17-0 officially the score now. Pacer Smith-Miller getting his first made field goal of the evening. As, yeah, I was going to give it back in Washington. They've got to get some momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty crucial to strive to at least get some kind of points on the board. Excuse me there. And, install some kind of life into your offense.
Yeah, certainly Washington. The 2 interceptions not helpful, to say the least. 1st and 10 from the 29. Washington will get a little bit better field position than they've had so far. Looks like you got 1 in the backfield, so maybe they do try to run it to start off here. They will not. McDaniel goes over the middle, and that should be the most yards they've gotten so far tonight. Rodriguez for 9.
Yeah, Ralph Rodriguez is a very reliable wide receiver. Yeah, that was the right read right there by McDaniel. He looks a lot more confident in his passes.
So they start the momentum. McDaniel to be under some pressure here, and oh my goodness, Rodriguez almost had it on the sideline, but what a defensive play by that Iowa defense.
Yeah, I mean, Rodriguez did everything he could to reel that ball in, but Iowa was not going to let that happen.
McDowell, the linebacker, with that huge play for Iowa to save the first down. 3rd and 1. The screen to the right side, it will get the first down, and that's Leroy Brown for 4.
A nice job by Leroy Brown. These are the type of situations you have to be able to convert in, and Washington's ability to do that, it should help them with their confidence.
McDaniel will go to the left here. Kenzie is going to get 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, these are good targets that McDaniel's setting. Kenzie and Leroy Brown and Rodriguez. He's doing a nicer job than he's been.
As this is a catch. Oh, no, it's not a catch in traffic. Again, this Iowa defense is aggressive, and they will not give anyone a step.
Yeah, it's a hard hit right there, knocking that ball free from the wide receiver.
And now 1 of 3 on third downs. Washington trying to move it. Iowa looking to stop this drive right now. They've got a chance as they go over the middle, and Leroy Brown gets that first down for the second time in a row.
Yeah, I mean, Leroy Brown not guarded at all. One of the easiest first downs you'll ever pick up.
Be a minute left in this quarter as well. Washington enters Iowa territory for the first time this evening. McDaniel's got some time in the pocket, and he's got a first down and more. Leroy Brown again, 14 yards this time.
Yeah, we're seeing a nice little hookup here between Brown and McDaniel.
So bring up 1st and 10. We'll call it from about the 26, and a penalty on the play.
Yeah, did somebody move on that offensive line?
Still first down.
Yeah, looks like offensive penalty for Washington, 1st and 15. By the way, Leroy Brown coming into tonight, 2nd most receptions in the CFSL. So he has definitely been a guy that McDaniel looks to. They'll go over the middle here. That one, Kenzior just drops.
Well, it's unfortunate that he couldn't hang on to that, but all you can do is get back up and try again.
He is out on the field as well as a few others. Again, Washington not afraid to pass it here. They go to the left side. And again, another drop. This time it's Brown.
Oh, it's disappointing that guys that were making plays for you all of a sudden are showing a little bit of an inability to do it. And would you at least need it too?
Go to the right side here. Rodriguez is going to get 8. It'll be 4th and 7. We'll see what Washington elects to do.
Well, it's a hard decision here. I think getting the points on the board is the good thing. It tells you that it's a good drive and that your offense is starting to get better, but certainly you would have wanted a touchdown in that situation.
Well, they go for the field goal. Mark Kenzior makes his 10th field goal of the season on there. The senior from Postenskill, Washington, New York, excuse me. I think I got that right. We're going to take a knee on the end zone in Iowa. They're going to get the ball back.
Well, I mean, if you're Washington here, you just got to get a stop. You can't let Iowa in the end zone or kick a field goal.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one. 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Washington on the board, but Iowa with a 14-point lead. On the road as the underdogs. They certainly want to continue this as Tyree's taken down by Martell.
But Washington's starting to shut down that running game. We'll see how much longer they're able to keep that up.
2nd and 9. They'll have Tyree in that backfield again. They will hand it off. He'll go to the right side, and he loses some yardage. Norman Martell, I think that's like 6 of 8 straight tackles. But that'll be the end of the first quarter. You see some of the replays here. Iowa up 17-3 on the road. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back. I'm Cole Mantell with Greg Cooksey. Started this second quarter on 3rd down. Iowa 2 of 4 so far. Going to be under some pressure here, and Martell again. 4th down stop. What a play, what a quarter, what a half from Norman Martell.
I mean, you're going to have to try and find some way of looking the other way from Martell because he's just made too many big plays tonight. He's been a disruptive force, and Washington's defense starting to get a little pumped up here. Let's see if that energy can transfer over to the offense.
On pace for what, like 25 tackles? He has 7 so far. Martell giving this Washington offense a chance. 17-3 though, they're down 14. 2 in the backfield now, a fake handoff. McDaniel will go to the left side as Brown will get 6.
Well, the thing here for Washington and for Tonio McDaniel especially is going to be you've got to play mistake-free football from here on out. One more turnover can really cost you.
McDaniel will have some time here. He'll go over the middle to Kenzior. He gets hit hard, though, at the end of that play.
Nice job by Kenzie trying to make sure he puts his body at risk, but he's also able to make a play.
Ryan Schultz, 5 tackles already, a leader in the CFSL, or at one point he was. I don't know if he still is right now. In tackles, the freshman of the year candidate. As we got one in motion, Washington, again, no one in the backfield. That seems standard for them. They're going to go a quick pass, and it may have been deflected. Richardson in the area.
Richardson's had his name called a few times tonight. He's done well.
Now 2nd and 10. Yeah, Richardson had the interception earlier. McDaniel going to go to the right side with some room, but not enough. 3rd and 10 now.
Well, he's kind of out of sync like he's been all evening. This is a pretty crucial 3rd down right here for Washington.
As they're around midfield. McDaniel with some time, he's going to go for it all in the end zone. It's going to be almost intercepted. Keene the target, but Daniels with a deflection, and that will end this Washington drive.
Yeah, disappointing. It was the right idea, but the wide receiver there just not able to shake off the defender.
Punt is away as well. And it'll go out of the back of the end zone. So now Iowa a chance to really step on the pedal, take it to the metal.
Well, they've had some good momentum here, Cole, but Washington has definitely stepped up their intensity defensively.
Tyree to the left side. He'll get his first big run so far tonight. He'll get 11, and yeah, it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good starter. Good way to kind of keep things mixed up in Washington guessing.
1st down, and to the right side, Iowa's going to get hit hard, but Terrence Jones, a big catch there.
Terrence Jones is a pretty big wide receiver. Good target to find if there's nobody else open.
8th tackle, by the way, by Martell. He's having an excellent first half.
Definitely a breakout for Martell this evening.
The senior from Detroit helping keep his team in it. Iowa continuing to march down this field, however, as they throw it deep to the right side here, a little bit too far for Range.
Yeah, Range leading that receiver way too much. A big break for Washington's defense.
As they got Tyree back in the backfield, he's got a little bit of help and chap. It doesn't matter to the right side, and Terrence Jones is inbounds, 30 yards.
A nice impact play there by Jones. It's going to be an even longer night for Washington if they start letting him make plays.
Yeah, certainly not anyone even close in that coverage. It'll be 17-3, and Iowa looking to make that even more.
I think there's a good chance that they will here. They're just clicking on all cylinders.
Iowa going to fake the handoff. Range has some time, and again, this over-the-middle play has seemed to work well for the Hawkeyes.
Yes, it has, but he's gone over the middle all evening, and his wide receivers have been right there. I think he may have thrown or thread the needle a little bit there, but nice job by Iowa.
Warner will get 15 on the play. It will be 1st down in the red zone again for these Iowa Hawkeyes. Range going to have one in motion with him, and it looks like he wants a quick throw here under some pressure, and it works. What an athletic touchdown by Range to McAllister.
It's nice instincts there by both Range and McAllister, and Iowa up big now.
Yeah, a huge play. Going to be up 21 points with the PAT. 24-3 score. 6:32 left in this 2nd quarter. And Iowa on the road has certainly shown that they are capable of a lot.
Absolutely. It's been a great showing by the offense. And down the stretch here, they could be a team that could really do some damage to some other hopeful team seasons.
Well, they came into the game 1-3 like Washington, and certainly looking to get back in the right place. They have, really taken it to town. 24-3 again, the score here, as Washington looks to try to get back in this game. McDaniel's got some time. He's going to have to run it himself a little bit off his back foot, down 60 yards, and it's going to be intercepted. Iowa going back to the 40, almost to the 50, and it's a fumble at the end of the play.
Donell McDaniel had the right idea trying to make the play with his legs. I'm not so sure it was necessary to chuck the ball down the field the way that he did, but he clearly thought he saw something that wasn't there.
And so Iowa, even though they did fumble at the end of that interception, are going to have the ball back at the 50. looking to even make this a bigger lead as they hand it off. Tyree not going to be touched until about a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
So they're going to have to account for him because he has the ability to make home run hitting plays. So Washington's going to have to keep an eye on him.
Iowa does not want to be stopped. They're trying for a statement win here in Seattle. They go over the middle. Again, that is another big play by Garrett Warner.
I mean, just big plays all over the place here tonight by Iowa. Washington just not able to stop them. That's what the difference has been.
1st and 10, Iowa gonna have one in motion here. Gonna drop back range. He's gonna stumble a little bit, and he's gonna go down for a sack. Another big play by this Washington defense. Excuse me, that's gonna be Chris Gargis.
Yeah, Gargis just overwhelming the right tackle right there and just making his way into the backfield.
Now 2nd and 15. 24-3 to score again. 5:30 left in this quarter. We'll see what Iowa does. They have performed pretty well under some pressure already this half. And they will go to the left side, and that time it's going to be a loss of 1. We're going to give credit, it looks like, to Rich Johnson, the safety.
Yeah. Rich Johnson doing a great job. Again, all of a sudden, Iowa's not able to handle, the offensive line isn't able to handle Washington's linebackers and defensive line. That'll be something to watch the rest of the way.
Well, they'll go to the right side here. They get a good throw to Jones, but not quite enough. I would imagine Iowa goes for the field goal here, or maybe they go for it.
Well, I could see them doing either one. Again, if they're going to go for the field goal, but it's a good job making sure you get points.
As the kick is up and in, 27-3 to score, a 24-point lead for Iowa now with 4:46 remaining in this first half.
Cole, this is starting to remind me a lot of our last game that we did just, the last broadcast between Ohio State and Texas A&M. We'll see if it shapes up that way.
As they take a knee in the end zone, Washington, 3 interceptions this first half has really been the difference maker.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard. You make turnovers like that, it's really hard to make it back. Not that it can't be done. Anything can happen here in the CFSL. I've seen games that seemed like they were gone and lost, and the losing team ended up coming back. So there's hope, but you've got to hurry up if you're Washington and get some continuity.
Washington certainly has the throwing offense to try it, but they have not been able to do it so far tonight. They'll go over the middle to start this drive, however. Warren will get 9.
Well, nice start, 9-yard pickup. It's something to hang your hat on if you're Washington.
Well, McDaniel, 12 of 25 so far this evening has been the biggest factor against him. Now 2nd and 1 here, but he has got to be a little bit more, I guess, maybe some better decisions, like you said, Greg, earlier. You got 3 to the top of your screen. As McDaniel going to be under some pressure. Quick throw to Brown, and another big first down for Leroy Brown.
Yeah, a nice job just being there for Leroy Brown, being an option for McDaniel to be able to look under and see if there was nothing deep.
Yeah, good throw there. Iowa bringing the pressure again. And it looks like they do it again on this play. McDaniel will have to go to his right side, and staying inbounds, Leroy Brown for the first down.
A nice balanced catch there by Leroy Brown, being able to keep his balance and then picking up that first down. Washington needed that.
Under 4 minutes to go now. Washington continuing to move up the field as McDaniel goes to Brown again. This time he doesn't keep it in, though.
Well, you're not always going to make the play every time, but again, I think we're seeing some continuity here. This Leroy Brown or Antonio McDaniel to Leroy Brown connection that can open up big things.
Well, McDaniel's got time to the right side, and again, nearly another interception.
Yeah, he's just not seeing things downfield, field goal, and that's not something that can happen if you want to win football games.
Washington 2 of 6 on 3rd downs. McDaniel on this 3rd and 10 is going to have to throw it to the screen, and Leroy Brown's got time. Look at this play. He's the 3rd straight 3rd down conversion for Brown.
Exactly what Washington needed right there. Leroy Brown showing some game-breaking speed right there.
Dante Bonilla nearly with the sack, and for all the criticism McDaniel will take so far in this first half, a great decision, gets it out just at the right time. Some good blocking there too.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about how Washington needed to play mistake-free football the rest of the way. They got to get into the end zone here.
Yeah, no question. They need 7 right now if they want to stay in this game. McDaniel's going to have some time here, and again, under pressure, a good decision to just get it out. And Lingham going to lose one.
I mean, at least he didn't take a sack or fumble the ball, so that's a good heads-up play there by McDaniel.
A 2nd and 11. They do lose one on the play, but yeah, you're right. It could have been worse, Greg. As one in the backfield. I'm not even sure if they have run it tonight, technically. They go to the left side and nearly Green looking for a 2nd interception in the evening.
Timarius Green making a big play there, being a disruption.
And almost similar formation here, but 2-by-2 set. As McDaniel's going to have some time. He'll go to that left side, and oh my goodness, Rodriguez would have had the end zone if he could have just kept that in. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, I would do it too. I mean, you've got to figure out a way to get some kind of a score here.
4th and 11, 3 minutes left, and they're going to have to go for the screen on this one. I don't agree with that play call. A turnover. Brown did the best he could. That's going to be it for this drive for Washington.
Yeah, he was definitely going to be tackled if he wouldn't have gotten out of bounds. Unfortunate, but I think that this drive, last couple drives, has stalled some aggressiveness in Washington.
They go up the middle, and Chambers certainly not happy with his offense's performance so far. He gets his 5th tackle, and that's a big one.
Absolutely, and after the offense stalling out, coming back and make a big play on defense like that can do wonders for your team.
Well, you'd think they would need a turnover at this point. Under 3 minutes to go, one in motion for Iowa. As Range going to have a lot of time here in the pocket. He's going to run it himself out of the pocket. He escapes a 1st down and more. CC Range almost to midfield, and he fumbles it. They keep it up, and down the field goes Iowa past the 30. Tyree saves the drive. What a play. What a huge, chaotic moment.
What a way to be there by Tevin Tyree, recovering that fumble that could have been disastrous and turning it into a big pickup for Iowa. Good awareness.
Chambers and Wadley in on the forced fumble. Iowa recovers, though, and already at the 24-yard line.
Boy, a score here would really be a big
it would probably be the end of it. Perkins gets 0 here.
Now, Washington's been making the stops when they need to. They just got to make sure that they don't give up a score here.
As almost a penalty flag away from the Washington defense there, and under some pressure, Range gonna have to throw it out. Smoke in the area. He might have got his hand on the ball.
Well, I mean, good job by Range just throwing the ball away instead of throwing an interception, even though he almost did.
Under 2 minutes to go in this half, and the Range is gonna have to throw it to the right side. It'll be 4th and 10. So Washington, for all the troubles they've had, will force another field goal here.
And that's actually a win if you're Washington. Yes, you're giving up more points, and you're going to be down by about 20 here, but you did not give up a back-breaking touchdown.
It's going to be 27 on the lead here for Iowa. 30-3 to score. 1:42 remaining. We'll do a shout out real quick. Jack X, Razor, Tavian Tyree, Aaron Eichenberg, Joe Schultz, Flying Platypus, and so many more. Fandau as well. Welcome, as we got a bunch of you in chat now, and Washington will get their next chance here.
Chances Washington could have this ball for the rest of the first half if they play this right.
Well, they're going to try to pass it here. A quick throw and off the hands of Daniels again.
Daniels, Brett McDaniels' eyes, and not a very good throw there by Tonio McDaniel.
4 receivers at the top of your screen. Keep an eye out there. Doesn't matter. McDaniel's going to get sacked. Iowa going to take a timeout. 3rd and 18.
Yeah, blocked linebacker right there. That's never good.
Iowa wants the ball back, and Washington has no choice here but to run it. They're going to get a yard out of it, and Iowa, a dominant defensive first half.
It's about as good as you could get by Iowa right there.
Let's see, timeout taken. Punt is away, and then look at this field position as well. Iowa looking to just run up the score here.
Yeah, I mean, a great field position. There we see big production out of Iowa offensively tonight.
1:20 on the clock here in this first half. As drop back here, Range is going to have some time, but not enough. Bolted in on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Good pressure by Washington's defense.
Be 2nd and 10. Another drop back. Iowa looking to add to their lead, and this time Range is gonna be out of the right side.
Yeah, Range obviously trying to force something there.
3rd and 10. Iowa continuing. One in motion for the Hawkeyes. Looks like Washington will show a little bit of a blitz on 3rd and long as well. As they'll go to the left side, and it will not go far. Tyree's going to get, we'll call it 3, and that'll be the end of this drive for Iowa.
Washington shutting things down like they need to on this drive.
And Martell, 9 tackles already. A really good game from him, or at least first half. We'll let the clock run, no timeout taken. I think Washington's just trying to get the locker room right now.
Yeah, that's all you can do for Washington. Just try to reorganize.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock run. And so maybe they'll get, they have 3 timeouts. So maybe they take a shot, trying to get the clock down. But still, Iowa making a statement they've been looking for. Tyree, the interim AD, all the credit to him. As this is going to go out of the end zone. 24 seconds now for Washington.
James Middleton is saying in chat that it must be said one of the worst QB performances of all time in the CFSL. I don't know, possibly.
Well, still got another half to play. I'd put the brakes on that. Washington will just run it once. That will be the end of the first half. 30-3. Iowa looking to take a huge win here in Seattle. 30-3 to score Iowa over Washington. We'll head to the halftime show. Alrighty, take a breath here, Greg. What does Washington have to do to at least get back in this, or is Iowa just going to run away?
It looks like Iowa's just going to run away. It looks like Iowa's the better team by far out tonight. But if you're Washington to get back into it, I think I've already said it, that you've got to play mistake-free football. You cannot have one more turnover, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But if you do the little things, I think that you can be competitive if you're Washington.
Oh, boy. As we got, it looks like, this tells the whole story, right? The 3-minute time possession thing is part of it, but 3 turnovers for Washington really the issue right now.
Right. They were terrible turnovers, terrible interceptions, but the -9 rushing yardage does not help at all. The 31 by Iowa in a lot of other circumstances wouldn't be good either, but Washington's got to find a way to run this football club. That's all there is to it. The short passes aren't exactly working.
Yeah, this team has been run-averse the entire season, basically. And it looks like they're going to have no choice but to try it here. First and 10. Washington going to start us off. McDaniel going to go over the middle and a first down. So good start here for Leroy Brown and company.
Absolutely. We'll see. Maybe these screen passes, if that's all Washington's going to run, it can substitute for the running game, but there can't be any interceptions.
Yeah. First and 10 here. Washington looking to move up the field now. They get the ball first, they're going to have to score here. I think we talked a little bit about it as well. They got to be efficient and mistake-free. They'll get the first down to Rodriguez, 11.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez is going to have to be made a bigger part of this offense this half, too. He's a big playmaker for Washington, and he needs to be part of it.
They drop back here. McDaniel's got some time, and to the left side, just out of bounds for the target.
Well, there's some things here for Antonio McDaniel to be able to hang his head on and really build upon.
Well, yeah, he's got a good start here, but he's got to continue it. McDaniel's going to have some time here in the pocket. He'll go to the middle of the field, and it'll be a 3rd and 1.
An extremely manageable situation here. Matthew Kenzoria with a nice catch.
Schultz, his 8th tackle as well. 3 of 9 on 3rd downs. Another stat Washington needs to improve on. Some pressure here from the Iowa defense, and Kenzior doesn't care. What a catch.
Nice, but just keep the stripe going the way that you're doing it and see what it does for your team the rest of the way.
Schultz again with that big hit at the end of that. Still, 1st down, Washington going to continue to move here. McDaniel's got some time. McDaniel to the right side. He wants a big play. What a deflection by Alexander Kirsch.
Well, that's okay when you're making big plays and you're playing mistake-free football for the most part, but that for right now, at least, that's a play Antonio McDaniel has no business making.
Antonio is going to go over the middle here as Rodriguez, another 20-yard catch for him.
A nice job getting back to what's been basic for Washington right now, this evening, and going to one of your playmakers.
Rodriguez certainly has been one of the few bright spots tonight on offense. McDaniel now inside the 20. You'd think Washington needs a touchdown here to get back in this game. 30-3 to score. Yeah, sorry. As they'll go to the left side. Rodriguez again, he'll get another 5.
Well, I mean, they're hitting the plays that they need to hit, and it's been a great drive.
Probably the best Washington has looked all night. McDaniel going to go to the right side. Brown going to stiff arm one. He'll actually lose one, but big stiff arm there.
They're trying everything he can do to power his way to at least the 1st down and give Washington a fresh set of downs, and he just wasn't able to do it. He was overpowered.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Maybe the biggest play of the night so far for this Washington offense. 4 of 10 on 3rd downs. They did have one conversion earlier in this drive, though. It's going to be Washington with some pressure, and to the left side, Rodriguez with a touchdown, an acrobatic catch, his 1st of the night.
Well, there's a little bit of a breath of fresh air there, a big sigh of relief. You get into the end zone, and I mean, that was the best drive of the night for Washington. Well, let's see if that kind of helps them pick up a little bit.
30-10 is going to be the score after that. Rodriguez needs one more touchdown to tie former teammate Alex Alexander for the Washington career record of 22, and certainly the drive Washington was looking for here.
It absolutely was.
Yeah, knee in the end zone for Tyree, and now Iowa under some pressure here to continue to, throw it down on Washington.
They're going to need some big plays defensively right here, Cole. I think that goes without saying.
Go outside, some good pressure to start. And yeah, you're right. They need a turnover right now.
Well, that's a good start for Washington's defense for sure.
Iowa looking to continue to make their lead greater. Range will go over the middle, and Martell's in the area. Again, no way he was going to get through that.
Again, you throw the ball over the middle like that, you're open to bad things happening, and Martell almost made something bad happen.
3rd and 10 now. Range is going to go deep. He's got a man, but just a little bit too far.
I think a little excited to try to hit wildly there.
Yeah, Iowa up 30-10 now, but oh boy, Washington with the stop. 3 and out. They're going to get the ball back here. If they can score another touchdown, this might get a little bit interesting, Greg. Is this to the right side? Good field position as well for Lingham in the return.
I mean, a touchdown here, that changes things for sure, and it's going to help the intensity of the defense to step up. Let's see what can happen here.
Whatever was said in the halftime break, as that's the first run of the evening, Brown going to lose 2. They certainly seem to be getting something going.
And they certainly do seem to, but I just hope that's not a momentum killer. I mean, you've needed to run the ball all night, and you tried to make an adjustment that was working, and it looks like they kind of abandoned that for a play. I wouldn't try that again.
They'll go over the middle here. Rodriguez has really come into his own the start of the second half.
And how nice is it to have a nice, reliable target like that, like Rodriguez, making plays like he always does.
Over 200 receiving yards tonight now. Oh, excuse me, 200 passing yards for Antonio McDaniel. And they'll go deep on this play. No one in the zip code. And Jack Keane will go 42 yards for the touchdown. First career touchdown.
You wonder why they didn't do this earlier, why they weren't able to do this earlier, but it's still a little bit early. Not even 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Let's see how this changes the face of this game here, Cole. There could be a comeback in store for sure.
Yes, certainly a tough first half for Washington, but coming back, 2 quick scores, 13-point deficit with the PAT here, 30-17 the score. And now Iowa, the pressure has been turned up a lot, as you mentioned, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, this can't be a 3-and-out here if you're the Hawkeyes. You've got to take a lot of time off the clock here, and you've got to try to, I would say, at least get a field goal to keep some pressure on Washington.
As looks like chat is... There's another moderator, so I don't have to call the game and deal with whatever the bots are. That'd be very helpful. So, I think I got it.
I agree with flying Pilatus push choke. This is a little ridiculous.
I think I got it. 1st and 10. They're going to go to the left side here. And it'll be a gain of 0. Bolton with his first TFL.
I mean, you can't stall up your Iowa's offense, and it seems like they're starting to stall at the worst possible time.
Yeah, they need a first down here. As Tyree going to drop back. Oh, excuse me. Range going to drop back. He's going to go down for a sack. Loss of 2, 3rd and 13.
Right. Iowa's offensive line just terrible play. This is a good sign, I think, for Washington, though.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 13 here. You want to talk about a big, big play for this Washington defense. Already coming out with some great work. But you know that Iowa wants to change it here. They're going to have range. Let's see. He's going to be trying to throw it deep, no one in the area. And oh my goodness, Iowa with the play that they've needed this second half.
Yeah, I mean, that's a miracle play there by Garrett Warner. He comes up with it. Big play by Iowa.
Yeah, huge. They're up 13, but they really need a touchdown here at the 29. Range and company they're gonna keep moving here. Down 2 at the bottom of your screen. Take a look at. We're gonna go over the middle to start here, though, as Chambers and company will get the tackle.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Senator, he'll get his 7th tackle officially, actually, on that. As Washington looking to get another stop, but Iowa not going to let them. First down, Tavian Tyree.
Tavian Tyree just making plays, helping to keep this offense going. This looked like a drive that was going to stall out, and they found a way to keep it going.
Yeah, that big play earlier really changing the game as Martell, 11th tackle now, first tackle for a loss.
And they still have any way of stopping him. He has been making big hits all game long.
4:20 on the clock. We'll go to Twitch. 34-7. Boise State ahead with 5:53 left in that game. So make sure you're watching both, and welcome all of you guys who are watching both. A run up the middle here. Perkins going to get 6. Will be 3rd and 4.
Perkins trying to make something happen here for Iowa.
Yeah, big play there for them. And 4 of 11 now in 3rd downs. That's a big factor especially in the second half. I don't think they've made a third down quite yet, or they had the big third down conversion. Going to go to the left side, and it's going to be inbounds. Ashton McAllister, what a play.
It's been a while since McAllister has made a play. He hasn't really been part of it's going to get called back.
On my, speed on the first call, it looked in. Ooh, that's going to be close, though.
I see there's a good chance that they're going to say his foot was out of bounds.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
And yeah, you're right, Greg. Called it before I could. We're going to go in field goal now.
Well, you're getting something if you're Iowa, but they're definitely starting to lag a little bit on offense. I think that high-powered first half starts kind of caught up with them a little bit.
Well, it's going to be a 16-point game now, so Washington keeps it technically at least 2 scores. But yeah, you're right. Definitely Iowa only 3 points so far this quarter. A little bit slower pace than they were. They're going to get for 26 here on the return.
And here we see Washington, the yards by half. It's been a slight improvement, but it's been one nonetheless, Cole. 107 yards the first half, and what was it, 207 already? Or 125?
Yeah, certainly a lot more yards. McDaniel going to the right side here. That was maybe a little bit floated. Rodriguez will get 2.
Well, it was something positive. Not a lot, but it was something positive. And that's what you need for an offense that's struggling, that's trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, definitely. These are the type of plays that seem to, and maybe a little bit of floated there, as I mentioned, but these small plays can build. It'll be 2nd and 8 now. The 3 at the top of the screen, 1 in the backfield, as they will go to this screen, actually to the left side. Rodriguez stays on his feet to the 3rd and 1.
Well, Rafael Rodriguez has been making plays all night, and yes, he didn't pick up the first down, but he put him into a highly manageable position.
With 2 in the backfield now, 3rd and 1. This will be the best chance for Washington to run. Of course, they don't. They'll go to the screen to the left side, though, and it'll work, and Leroy Brown for 6.
Leroy Brown, another guy that's been making plays all over the place tonight, almost 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, he has been a big target. We talked about it in the first half. 2nd most receptions in the CFSL coming into tonight, and he's a halfback. A quarterback keeper here for McDaniel, and he'll get 6 on the play.
I think they found a little bit of a crack in Iowa's armor.
Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, you can't keep an offense sometimes to 3 points forever. So certainly Washington with some momentum, though we'll see how much and if Iowa can respond. This is a first down by Keene, by the way, to the right side for 12.
Keene, 12-yard reception. He's chipped in with 54 yards and a touchdown this evening. Good performance out of him.
Yeah, certainly first career touchdown for him. You know he's going to be happy as this is a left side throw to Kenziora inside the 20.
Kenziora just making it behind everybody on that Iowa secondary. They're not covering him well at all. And Iowa leaving the door open here.
Certainly. I mean, I will mention this as well. Kenziora last season, 1 reception total, all of last season. And already coming into tonight, he had 29. He's got a few more tonight as well. What a difference a season makes. As Brown on the screen going to get another 4 as well.
Well, going back to the Kenziora discussion, that shows what some work in the offseason can do for you, how it can change your character.
Well, yeah, it also helps Washington. Throws it approximately 90 times a game, but still some great plays as Lingham stays in bounds, but not enough. 3rd and 7.
He should have tried to either change directions or do something to stay in bounds and pick up some more yards.
1:23 now left in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 7, Washington looking for 6. They're going to get the first down, and Jack Keene, what a play in the red zone.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big-time play right there. Keene,
now over. Go ahead.
I think Keene's got a really big future here in the CFSL.
Yeah, already 300 yards passing now out of a weird goal line formation, and that's going to be intercepted. The biggest mistake you can make. Antonio can't make the tackle, going all the way back to the 40, and nearly, I thought for a second it was going to be a pick 6.
Well, yeah, I mean, Dawson Daniels just at the right place, the right time, and I think probably a little bit of a quick throw there. And we talked about how you couldn't throw any more interceptions. I have a feeling that's a killer.
Certainly takes a lot of that momentum away. Now, I mean, he's had a few turnovers, don't get me wrong, but McDaniel, maybe the most brutal one tonight. Going up the middle here, and now Iowa's starting to run away.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of take over here, and it's starting to get a little bit later, only about 9 minutes or so left.
You think if Iowa scored here, that might be it.
I would think so, but
yeah, you never know. I mean, yeah, you don't want to call it too early, but certainly if they score, it would be a big deficit to make, and they get a huge play here to the right side inside the 20. Maddox Cash.
That big breakdown here in Washington's defense, not able to keep up with Maddox Cash or some of these other players on Iowa's offense. They're starting to come up big late.
Yeah, big play for Iowa now. As with under a minute to go in this third quarter, you'd think if they can score a touchdown here, a statement win for this program and for this new AD inside the 20. As they'll go to the left side and a big play. Oh my goodness, I thought Cash was going to get a touchdown there.
I thought so too. He made that big leap there towards coming to the end zone, but they were able to wall him off and push him out of bounds.
At the goal line, you'd think they run it, and they will. And oh my goodness, what a hit there by Senator.
Yeah. Cameron Senator, big time play, keeping Iowa out of the end zone.
Maybe time for one more play at the, we'll call it 1/4 of 1 foot line, like 3-inch line, we'll call it. As that will actually be the end of the third quarter. Get those fours in chat. Washington trying to make this a ball game. Iowa up 33-17. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. I'll throw a 4 in chat there as well. On the other side of the field now, I'm Cole Mantell with Greg Cooksey. We'll start and see if Iowa can score a touchdown to start this fourth quarter, and they will. Tyree will make it 40-17.
Yeah, they were set up for a touchdown there, and I think it was a little bit inevitable.
Yeah, not much you can do from the 1-inch line, if you want to call it that. And PAT is going to be good. Washington, now or never. They got to get a touchdown quick.
Yeah, I mean, they do need a quick score here. We'll see what they're able to do if they're able to get in, but this definitely puts a damper on things.
Go up the middle to about the 25, leaving them on the return. Now, 1st and 10. Start off this fourth quarter. Washington will get their first drive. And McDaniel will drop back and, yeah, go over the middle to Ken Ziora. Big first down for him.
So, Kenzora picking up some yardage for Washington. Let's see if they're able to kind of copy what Iowa did and get themselves into the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 34. McDaniel going to again pass it, as he has done all night. This one's going to go out of the hands of the receiver. It looked like it was Keene.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Got 3 at the bottom of the screen. McDaniel's going to have some time. You go over the middle. Big throw here to Keene, and it'll be at midfield.
Yeah, I mean, you've got another one of those things. You've got to hit big plays and big targets, and that's what McDaniel does.
Wetzel, he'll get his 5th tackle. We haven't called his night tonight as well. And Washington certainly has some fight in them still.
Absolutely. A little surprised Wetzel hasn't had a better game. He's one of the better players in the CFSL defensively.
Ken Ziora as well for 11. Another first down.
This is what you call stepping up for your team, and Kenzora just making plays all over the place.
And as we have seen earlier this season, Antonio McDaniel, 60 passing attempts. I believe he set a record last week with a bunch more than that. This is going to the left side. Rodriguez is going to have some room here. He'll get 18 on the play.
Keep moving the ball forward if you're Washington. See what you can come up with.
Yeah, 39 of 61, 366. The 4 interceptions tonight is going to be the story.
Yeah, I mean, boy, if it weren't for at least 2 of those interceptions, I wonder how much closer Washington would have been, because they played pretty well offensively tonight.
Certainly in the second half, they have seemed to at least get some momentum going. They'll go over the middle and down to the 2. Ken Zora gets 17 here.
It's been pretty much all Ken Zora here. It's been pretty impressive.
And now 40 of 62 passing. Covington, by the way, his 5th tackle, another guy we haven't talked about a bunch about.
No, he isn't. It's been pretty quiet tonight.
Well, he almost had that interception, I think, it was either the first or second quarter. And now same formation that threw the interception earlier in the red zone. They're going to actually run it, though. And Leroy Brown, I believe that will be his first rushing touchdown of the season.
Wow. Well, you saved a run for when you really needed it, and you can see how full Iowa was right there.
Looking to go into a 2-score game. We're going to go for a 2-point conversion. And the second run in a row, Leroy Brown. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know if that was possible.
I mean, it shows how much things would have opened up if you would have run the ball here a little more earlier.
Yeah, certainly maybe something to look for in practice going forward. Return here goes about to 27.
Decent return there by Terrence Jones, 25-yard return.
And maybe this is the AD coming out a little bit, me and Greg. I have never seen them run twice in a row.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you saw one run twice in a row tonight.
Brown getting the big score and a bigger hit here as well by Chambers.
That touchdown seemed to fire up the defense a little bit, but for the most part, for the last this half, Washington defensively has been playing the most inspired football they've been playing.
And it doesn't help as well, the 4 interceptions, some of them not some great field position. They might need a turnover to get back in this one, though. Rich Johnson and company on that good tackle there. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And nowhere for Tav and Tyree to go. Ahmed Johnson with a big play there, his 7th of the night.
Yeah, excuse me. I believe Amin Johnson gets credit there. 3rd and 9. Range is going to have some time for the screen and no one in the area. Big first down and more. J.J. Smoke eventually gets the tackle, but it's going to be at the 48.
Yeah, Pedro Perkins doing a great job slipping his way past that Washington defense, and that's a killer because Washington was making plays. It seemed like maybe they had him right there, and Iowa finds out a way to eke a first down out.
To be near midfield, and they, as Tyree says, walk-ons matter too. Ryan Moreland, I don't know if he's in chat, loving it if he is. As they go quick throw over the middle here, Chambers and company on the tackle.
I like what Iowa's doing running the football. Even if they don't score, they're taking time off the clock and doing what they can to secure a victory here this evening.
Yeah, still though, 15-point lead. You think a field goal might, put it a little bit out of reach to make it a 3-score game?
Oh, that would definitely help solidify it for sure.
6:20 left in the game now, as that will go to the left side. And welcome all of you coming over from Twitch as well to end this Week 5 on Thursday night. 3rd and 3 here. A big play for Washington right now.
And if you have any hopes of, small hopes of winning this game coming back, you got to get this done.
Go to the right side, and Iowa will get the big first down again and more. What a game they've had.
Yeah, just a step, or maybe even 10 steps ahead of anything Washington's been doing on defense.
Yeah. I mean, Maddox catch over 100 receiving yards tonight. He has certainly, I think, maybe some of the biggest plays for this entire Iowa offense has been through him.
Yeah, when you get receivers going for 100-yard games, it's real hard for the defense to stop that.
We'll go to the left side here. This time it's Warner inside the 20.
And now Iowa getting close to that red zone. 406.
Go ahead.
406 yards per CC range. It's a phenomenal game.
Certainly, Iowa has not been afraid to pass it, and the turnover has given them great field position to do it. We're going to go to the right side here. It'll be, we'll call it at the 10-yard line for Covington.
Covington making a play on offense here.
And 3 guys, look at the top of your screen. Keep an eye on them. We'll go actually to the right side, though, and it'll be 3rd and inches. Daniels gets 5.
Washington ever close to a game-ending score here.
Smoke, he'll get his 6th tackle. 3rd and inches. And with time, oh my goodness, Range is going to run it, but he's not going to get it. It's going to go in the books as a sack from Joshua Bolton.
Wow. I mean, nice that Range was trying to make a play with his legs, but somebody should have come open for him.
Yeah, pocket collapse there. I believe Gargis is well involved there. And now I would assume Iowa kicks the field goal. Yeah, like they have to.
Yeah, I would think that they have to, too.
4 for 4 tonight. Looking to go 5 for 5. Underrated. I'll shout him out. Pacer Smith Miller makes this a 43-25 game.
Well, at this point, things are out of range, but what you can do if you're Washington here, you can finish this up hard and take some momentum into next week.
Yeah, they've certainly come back a little bit, and I think in a post-mortem of this game, as Rodriguez, a good return for 30, is going to be the fact that, you know, they were down with only 3 points in the first half. The 3 turnovers in that first half really, and the turnover in this half as well.
Yeah, I mean, that interception that McDaniel threw in the end zone didn't really help matters at all.
Kanziora will get 21. They're still playing like they got a chance, but they got to score, I would say, in the next 30 seconds.
Oh, I would think so, too. And then you've got to recover an onside kick, which this season we have seen it, as far as I know, done at least once earlier in the season, so it's possible.
Washington now going to have 3 to the top of your screen. 4 to the top of your screen. They've shown this formation a few times tonight. As McDaniel's going to have time, and he will actually go to the other side. Doesn't like what he saw. Brown will get 1.
Okay. If you don't like what you see, then you've got to go somewhere, even if it only gets you a yard.
Brown, 100 yards receiving tonight as well. 2nd and 9. McDaniel's got time. McDaniel's going to have to throw it deep to the left side, a little bit too far. Be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it's a little too wide. I think Daniel's just anxious to get the ball out of his hands there.
Under 4.5 minutes to go. McDaniel's going to go for the screen here. Not a good choice. Tymaris Green ends this drive, but Washington, they're going to have to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, he should have looked up and looked for something else, but unfortunately, he didn't do that.
Good coverage here, and maybe I haven't shouted this out enough as well. Iowa's pass defense tonight has been spectacular. We'll see if Washington can pull off a miracle here, but 4th and 14 at the 46-yard line. Washington would need a huge play. They go to the right side. Oh my goodness, Nasir Cooper's inbounds. 1st down, Washington.
All right, well, that's a confidence builder right there by Nasir Cooper. He's not really covered either, so nice job by McDaniel finding him.
At the 31, we'll take a look here. 4 guys at the bottom of your screen. McDaniel is going to go to one of them, and Kenzie is going to get 3 out of bounds, importantly, as well.
Yep, saving some time on the clock here in case you get a score for Washington.
2nd and 7, now a 2-by-2 set. Clock is running. McDaniel's going to have some time in the pocket to go to the right side. Another 1st down here for Kenziora.
Just keep looking for him. That seems to be working.
Now 46 of 69, so nearly 70 pass attempts for Washington tonight. Schultz's 13th tackle, 3:30 on the clock. As McDaniel with time, he's going to have to go to the back of the end zone here. He got pressured a little bit.
So that's the smart thing to do. Just throw it into the back of the end zone if you don't have anything open.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Again, a 2-by-2 set here again as well. As they're going to hand it off to Leroy Brown. He'll stay on his feet, 3rd and 1.
Like, you're keeping this drive going, and again, it's manageable, so it's successful.
The passing and completions record for Washington, 7-2. The passing attempts, 92 in a game. I was set last week. I don't think they'll hit that tonight, but some good plays nonetheless as Brown will get that first down. They may be taking too much time here, though.
Could be, but there's still just over 2 minutes left, so still time to pull off a score here.
But yeah, if they score, that would make it, at best, they get 8 points, a 10-point game. I don't think they'll go for the 2 points, so it'll be at best an 11-point game. Well, they have to score first. McDaniel will go to the left side. Young's going to lose one.
And that defender just stayed home and stuck Albert Young right there, making sure that he made a play as soon as he got the football.
Now 2:45 on this clock as well. 72 pass attempts, 8 rushes, and that 8 rushes might be a season high for Washington, if I recall that. 2nd and goal, and a flag on the play. Oh, boy. Brutal.
Yeah, that doesn't help anything at all.
Still 2nd down.
Will be at the, we'll call it the 12-yard line. Still 2nd and goal. We'll see if Washington goes for it all here. They do, and it's going to be, oh my goodness, I thought it was a caught and a fumble. 3rd and goal now from the 12.
That could have very potentially been disastrous.
Yeah. Now 2:31 on the clock. Washington, 4-down territory for them. And they'll go to Leroy Brown. Who else? He'll get 5, and they're going to go for it here, I assume.
I would assume you have to just get some points on the board, see what you're able to do.
444 yards passing tonight for McDaniel as well. Play of the night here for them if they want any chance. They'll go to the right side, and oh my goodness, Carey I thought was in, but he is not.
See if we can see what on the replay.
Looks like he was out.
Yeah, it does. That ball was thrown kind of deep into the end zone.
And so, barring anything crazy happening, Iowa will run away with this one, 43-25. Washington had a good effort in that second half, but still a huge game for this Iowa Hawkeye team.
Yes, and I see that there's a comment here that says Iowa better than people think. Well, they're showing here tonight that can very well be.
Almost, I mean, they were competitive. That's the game I called, Ohio State, Iowa. They were competitive in that one. Obviously, a big win for them here. It'll be improving to 2-3 on the season. Washington with some work to do, no doubt about it. But still, Iowa, a big win for them.
Absolutely. And really, even if Washington's only able to figure out a way to finish at 4-4, that's still a great season. But there's a lot of work to do if that's going to happen.
And Washington dropping to 1-4 as well. Certainly not how the season has gone for them, as Ann going to get the tackle here, make it 4th and 4. No timeout taken. But they certainly have some work to do as well, is basically what I was trying to say.
Yes, they do, but kind of a rebuilding year for Washington, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
No.
Not at all. No. The ADME is going to come out a little bit. Oh, boy. But under 30 seconds ago, they're going to punt it here. Washington certainly is going to have some work to do if I'm going to talk as the AD a little bit here. I'm impressed by this team in the second half, though, and we'll be back. Punt will be away. Sorry, go ahead.
Definitely take that momentum into next week, man, that you got, because you started some good momentum for yourselves.
Yeah, that's certainly part of it as well. Down 30-3, come back, and it'll be what the score difference is right now. We'll call it, doing the math in my head, 15-point difference. They'll go to the right side here, and that will be intercepted. Just the first play in this game was an interception, and the last one is 5 turnovers tonight. 18 points. Sorry. Thank you, Mike.
If you're going to have a performance like this, I guess that's the perfect ending to this kind of a performance.
No, it would not be. I think McDaniel would like to not throw 5 interceptions in a game.
No, I would think so too.
Well, this will do it then. 43-25, the final score. Tyree finishes us off, and Greg, I'll let you close this out.
Well, I mean, Iowa tonight proving that they were the better team tonight, and quite possibly that they're better than people think. It could be a very interesting last 3 weeks for Iowa, but for Washington, you just got to pick yourself up, go into next week, and there's still a chance you could salvage something this season, but you got to put it on hyperdrive here.
43-25 again, the final score. Iowa over Washington. And yeah, our CC Ranger player of the game. A great game here for the team. Iowa with the road win. Thank you to my executive producer, Mike Peters, and again, my broadcast partner, Greg Cooksey, for a wonderful night, both games tonight. You've been watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube, and on behalf of my broadcast crew, that's it for Week 5. We'll see you back Monday for the Inside Blitz, 6 o'clock Central. Until then, I'm Cole Mantell, and we'll see you next week.